I'm Mike at Advanced RV, and we're in part of our production facility. We've taken a little bit of different approach to videos, and so we're giving you a series of things in this video, all kind of wrapped together. One of the first ones we're going to look at is Wanderlust. We worked with a client who wanted both a place to do his work on the road and a place to live. And then from there, interviews with some clients who we delivered with, and talk about our shade, our roller shade innovation. So we hope you enjoy it, and please give us feedback. We've taken some time to kind of think about how we can give you guys better value in our videos. So we hope you like it, but if you don't, we want to hear that too. Thanks a lot. Hi Eric, I'm Mike at Advanced RV, as you know, and
I'm
this is
Janice.
your buddy Janice. And we're just really thrilled with what you designed here. We love it when clients drive us, give us ideas, and then give us a little bit of room. I think Eric stated objectives, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wanted to have a multi-purpose space, bedroom/office, and he really wanted it to have two distinct feelings. So by day, while he's working, he wanted it to feel like an office. And so this table will rise up. That will be his workspace. He wanted this space to function in two different ways and to have two different feels. And the first is to be an office. So you can see that we've finished the underside of this space with paneling and lighting. This table goes up and down and it expands to be pretty big. He's going to be sitting here working all day. He needed comfort in this seating space here. And then there's also a screen that rotates and comes down. That's the screen that he's going to be working off of.
And will this operate as a screen for
Eric's
computer as well?
Yes, he'll cast his work and his work computer up to the screen.
Eric wanted storage, and when the bed is down, the storage is especially accessible from the bed. But it's a huge storage, and then you'll in the back you'll see even more storage from the back hatch. Mm-hmm. Eric, one of the reasons we haven't used the Euroloft bed until now is that there's a chain and wiring that goes up and down with it. It's just more crude than what we thought you wanted. So we spent a fair bit of time figuring out a way to conceal the wiring and the track that supports the bed as it goes up and down. So this bed is very unobtrusive. It's, there's plenty of headroom here. The bed cushions are very comfortable. This bed is very comfortable with cushions here that go on the center. And so you have two sleeping areas. There's 78 inches across, so you can sleep across on this bed or the other one, right? Mm-hmm. Are they both set up for cross sleeping, yep. Janice? So Eric, this was slick. Thanks for having this idea and pushing us to figure this out for you. This is really set up nice. The window opens nicely, and you get a ton of circulation and air and stuff there. So yeah, I like it. I love the way you put the mirror on the bathroom door. And I also love a bathroom with a window. And this is such, you can stand up in here. There's an extension on the shower curtain, mirrors, and a really cool medicine cabinet. Another mirror here, almost too many mirrors in the bathroom. So this whole thing just feels expansive to me. So I think you really did an amazing job. What do we have here? Is this a cappuccino or?
It's a pull-out coffee maker. It's not a cappuccino, but it's a coffee maker that he uses at home and he loves. So we incorporated it into his build. He wanted a table up here at the passenger seat and for it to be stow in place. And so Ben took that idea and ran with it, and this is a pretty cool design.
This is one of the objectives that we're trying to meet for everybody, is stow in place tables. There's nothing worse than having to get parts of a table out and a stand or a mount and then put them down there, and the ones that are sturdy are heavy to operate. It comes up and indents and then tightens up. It rests on the rail, so in this position it can be used by both passenger and driver, and then it moves around and becomes a table for the passenger in the rear facing position. But it's a really classy, sturdy table, and I think Eric, you asked for it, and Ben took a lot of time to create it and make it work.
And I'm sure this is something that is going to show up in future builds. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So nice job, Eric. Nice job, Janice.
Thank you.
Thanks for showing me what this is. It really has turned out well.
It's beautiful.
So thanks, Eric.
Hi, I'm Eric Droblin. I live in St. Petersburg, Florida. Wanderlust is the name of my van. I was really drawn to the idea of the loft bed because, like, this is day mode, you know, where the desk is, you know, I'm working out of the lounge area and stuff like that. And then at nighttime, it's just really easy to just drop the bed, you know, and then, you know, you sleep, and then the next morning you know, I just throw the bedding in there, and then, you know, I'm working again.
After going through the process, do you have any advice for a future client that may start the process?
You guys give us a lot of time to, you know, during the design, to talk about stuff and draw that out of people. But I think it's really important to have an idea what you want, the features you want in the van going in.
This is the most current iteration of our motorized roller shades. This is the behind the panel view. This, as it goes down, you can see the cable turning. That motor is for this window, and when it hits the switch, it cuts off the current. So I can hit the button many times as I want, it won't go down anymore. But thanks to the magic of diodes, it can go back up. And it will go back up all the way until it strikes this limit switch, which will then halt upward motion. Usually with roller shades, I've seen other, you know, our colleagues in the industry, in order to fit roller shades behind their panels, they will push the entire wall panel away from the van walls several inches. And when you do the math on the cubic footage of living space loss, it's a lot, it's significant. So with this system, the wall panels stay where they are. Nothing gets pushed out of the way. The panels stay exactly where they normally would be mounted. They're right against the sheet metal like they always are, and you don't lose any of that critical volume in a small motorhome.
So since we've last filmed, you said you made another tweak too. It's looking really smooth here.
In this particular case, there was no good room to run the cable drive because this would be too tight of a turn. So we have no choice here but to use the old motors that were, you know, a little bit on the noisy side. But what I did was I put one motor on each end. So we have two motors working in tandem. Come down, hit the stop switch. 7 seconds. That's about a 2.5 to 3 second improvement on the old time with the one motor.
I'm Paul Mullane, my wife Annette Mullane. We are the newest members of the Advanced RV family, and proud to be. We wanted to go see the USA and found that this was an awesome way to do it. We've got about 40,000 miles under our belt in our other RV. Looking forward to a lot more miles in this one. Actually this is our fourth RV. So when we sat down with the ARV people and designed our new one, we had a pretty good idea of what we wanted going in. Everybody was so helpful in answering questions that we had. And I mean, I'd be stepping over workers, checking out how the fridge works, or, you know, where do we want to put the closet, and everybody, not one person minded. They were all super helpful. We had a pretty good idea what we wanted, and I can't tell you how happy we are with the finished results.
Paul and Annette, thank you for lunch today. We got the group assembled here, except for a few that had to run out. The guy in the doorway that won't come into the room, but he's appreciative. Thanks so much for lunch. It's great pizza, and we hope you're really enjoying your trip so far.
Thank you.
We decided that we were going to mount that to the floor and then put flooring between those rails.
Okay.
So that they appeared more flush.
Okay.
So in that event, those
So it
rails
would be
need
only
to
on
be
the
the
floor.
airline track needs to, but no, right on the floor.
Oh, on the floor, on the wood.
Yeah, because we were going to build up between the tracks so they
Yeah,
appear
but
to
what's
be
going
closer to
on
flush.
now? This is just fiberglass, ain't it? Or is there
There's
wood
plywood
there?
under there.
Oh, okay.
3/4 plywood. So that was the intent anyhow, so that when you take
Oh,
this
okay.
out,
Then the
it
tracks
looks
ain't
like
so
the tracks
high.
are flush with the floor.
Yeah. Be just a nip above it.
So the space between the airline track and this needs to increase.
Which we could do that with just basic.
Bushings or something.
Yeah. Well, this hasn't been really made yet. I mean, this, so it's going to be, that's why I wanted to get this and this stuff made, so then we can adjust where we put that pan, so that will fit through the doorway.
Yeah, I mean, where this sits now, you barely have enough clearance for those things to come out
And
anyway.
there's a height objective as well from the top of that tray to the bottom of it.
The bed.
Yes, or the, well,
For
clearly
the
the
bed
bed
right there to fit in.
The bed's up here,
Yeah.
so this is the limiting factor. I don't know how much we can raise.
We can't raise it because we still gotta be able to get the bikes through the
Well, if we're
doorway.
raising that, you're gonna be raising these trays.
That's what I'm saying. There's already barely any clearance to get the tray out with the bed.
Well, that and with that window frame there, actuating that thing might be a finger biter.